I now want to introduce you to a very special guest. Coming from a family with a long history of military service, it was a natural for Tammy Duckworth to sign up for the Army Reserve while she was in graduate school. She was flying a mission as the pilot of a Black Hawk helicopter in Iraq when she lost her legs after a rocket-propelled grenade hit the aircraft. Tammy spent a year recovering from her injuries and emerged determined to return to public service. After working on veterans issues at the state and federal level, Tammy launched a run for Congress. She took on a Tea Party incumbent who outspent her by a wide margin in the final weeks of the campaign. But Tammy won the race and was sworn in January 3rd as the representative from the 8th District of Illinois. That's right. Keep the applause going, everyone. Representative Tammy Duckworth.
Hi, everyone. Woohoo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, it's going to be a party tonight. It is such an honor to be here with you today to commemorate an important moment in American history and an organization that has worked so tirelessly to defend it. 40 years ago, Roe v. Wade decision reaffirmed a woman's control over her own body. Yet, over the past 4 decades, it has prevented unnecessary suffering for thousands of women by ending the necessity of potentially deadly backroom procedures. Yet, in the last Congress and election, politicians in Washington and across the country advocated limiting women's choices. In some cases, they even argued that they should have no choices at all when it comes to reproductive health. You know, it was precisely because I had the right to control my own reproductive health that I was able to serve as an assault helicopter pilot, that I was able to rise through the ranks to command my own helicopter company, and that I was able to serve in combat and gain the experiences, the leadership skills that I now use today in Congress. So thank you for giving me that opportunity. In my own race, my opponent outrageously argued that due to modern science and technology, an abortion would never be needed to save the life of the mother. He even went further and claimed that the argument for that you might need to save the life of the mother was simply an excuse being used by women who wanted abortions on demand. We kicked him out of office. So, while Roe is a great victory for women, we are still fighting to protect these rights we won 40 years ago. But thanks to NARAL and women like Nancy Keenan, we fought back on November 6th, and we won a victory for choice. We still have a long way to go. So I am thrilled to be here in Washington to advocate for women's health and choices. I know that NARAL will be an effective partner in helping to protect choice for women everywhere. And now, it is my privilege to introduce Nancy Keenan, the president of NARAL Pro-Choice America, who is making her last public appearance as president tonight. I know. I'm sad too. For the past 8 years, under Nancy's leadership, NARAL Pro-Choice America has marshaled its resources, the power of the people, political acumen, and policy expertise to lead the charge in protecting women's freedom and privacy. Nancy understands the pro-choice movement must focus on the future. For that reason, she has made the bold decision to step aside to provide, as she says, an opportunity for a new and younger leader to take the helm for the next 40 years of protecting reproductive choice. Nancy knows the future of this movement is in the hands of the rising millennial generation, and she is here tonight to tell you about NARAL Pro-Choice America's work to connect with those young leaders and strengthen the pro-choice movement for the decades ahead. With great humility, Nancy shares the credit for making choice a winning issue with her team at NARAL and the organization's more than 1 million member activists, both of which she is so proud to lead. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a fearless leader and a woman on the front lines in protecting every woman's right to choose, Nancy Keenan.